and welcome back out to Little Blue Homestead. I wonder if you can see this. Can you see him? Look at that beauty. I don't know what type of spider that is, but it's a beautiful spider that made its nest here. My reb. Woo! I think it's a cat spider, or a cat eye, or cat something. Oh well, I'm getting away from it. My spiders scare me. The bigger they are, the more I jump. Please tell me I did not say that. Oh well. Alright, so I was trying to film yesterday, but my camera died. So I'm going to go through this today. It is a beautiful morning. And here are my beautiful seedlings. They are very lanky. And that is because they shot up pretty fast. And I wasn't able to deter them. Unlike these, you know, continue the wind, make them stronger. So we got some very lanky ones in here, but that's okay. So as you can see, these are the ones I planted last time. Oh, no. So these are the ones I planted last week, and they all have gone up. I did have to replant the celery, so those things are just now starting to take off. As you can see with that beautiful row right there, there's barely any green because the celery had to be replanted. I think I replanted it last Saturday. No, wait. Yeah, I replanted it Saturday, and now they're taking off. So, lucky. Hopefully, they do good. This right here is kale, and I did have it in a shallow container because I was going to use this as indoor kale. You know, put it in my salads once I got salad ready. Unfortunately, my container wasn't holding it, so I had to replant them. So I transplanted them into this, and hopefully I might have to find a different container and transplant them elsewhere. So this is also kale, and it's looking good. This is the dwarf blue kale, and this is the broccoli. Broccoli, I did have to do a couple of reseeding, but it looks good. This one right here is my lettuce. So usually my lettuce is going to go out into the garden, but because right now there's no guarantee in the weather, there's no guarantee how the weather is. These are coming in and out of the house, so they don't have that much damage. And the fact that it was way too hot when I planted them, most of them germinated, at least on this side. I don't know what happened on this side. That side, this side. So most likely I'm going to let these mature a little bit more, then retransplant them into the garden. So this is my red cabbage, and unfortunately I don't know what's going on with it. A lot of them is having this little issue where it's strong on the center and strong in the ends and strong at the root, but in the center it just dies. So I'm going to have to replant most of them, but I do not know why they've done that. I have pulled several, if you can't see, out because they started doing that. So a lot of the red kale red cabbage, please forgive me, I'm going to have to redo. See, even this one right here is a baby. And it's had the same thing happen to it. So I don't know what's going on. So we're going to try again to see that. Okay. So there's a good view of my red cabbage. Let me go ahead and just take you to the garden. So, welcome to the garden. I think this is the first time y'all guys have been in here in a couple of months. So let me show you what's going on and what we plan on doing. So first off, here's the artichoke, the one artichoke that survived. It didn't produce this year, so we'll try again next year with it. But growing and pushing it, being a bully, is my hibiscus. So what we are planning on doing is once the artichoke goes dormant, we're going to dig it out and pull it in another section. And so the hibiscus can have all this to itself, and nobody's going to, it can't bully nobody. Now our tomato plants, most of them have been pulled. And you'll see that as we keep walking. The only ones that are surviving right now are these on the beginning because of the way that we're pulling them. The reason why we're pulling them because they're getting lanky, they're getting sickly. However, the pepper plants are still in the garden. They're still producing. They're being quite lovely, and I'll show you them. So if you come this way, here are some of our pepper plants that are still producing. That little cold spell that we had, where it cooled down just for a whole week, actually did help a lot. Because a lot of the pepper plants have decided to go back to flower. So we're getting quite a bit more. Look at our anchos. See, we're getting a lot more flowers. Even the ghost peppers that we have over here are starting to reproduce. So we're getting a lot more flowers and a lot more a lot more coming from these things. So that's going to be very interesting. Getting one more good harvest out of these peppers. And the same with these over here. We're getting more of these guys. These are not the Carolinas. I can't remember what these babies are. So we're getting our peppers back again, which is good. The other thing that we planted that's doing well is our cucumbers. Now in the spring we had an issue with the bugs getting on the cucumbers and eating them. So we didn't get many of them, but we're finally getting some decent cucumbers. Look at that baby back there. He's pretty. And this one right here. So we're finally getting a mini harvest of cucumbers that we didn't get last season. So we replanted it when it started cooling off, and now we're starting to get some a decent harvest. Okay. Sorry, I just heard something that didn't make sense. I hear water running. There's no water, but yet my septic tank is going off. So I'm hearing my septic tank. All right. Sorry, train of thought just went bye-bye. Okay, so these two beds right here, they have been seeded for root vegetable, which is going to be either it's going to be the kohlrabi and some beets. So here are the beets right now that the first time we planted. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 5. If that's not one. So we got 4 from the. Oh, what's this one? Is this one it? We might have to come over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. One thing about beets is just like in the root family, multiple seedlings. So we might have to come out here and pull some of these because you can tell we got 3 or 4 next to each other. But out of those 3 or 4, this is the only thing that took. So we replanted, well, reseeded, sorry, so we could get some more out of here since we like the beets and the beetroot. Then we have, of course, beans going on again. So we planted these last month, and now we're getting to the point where we can get a harvest. Let's see if I can show you these babies. See here, ain't that pretty? And then, of course, because the weather's still good, we're still producing and getting a lot of flowers going on here. On the opposite side, we have a lot of yard-long green beans. We're letting some of them go so we can collect the seeds. But I will be out here, and if you can't tell, look at that beautiful jungle of green beans. I'll be out here, and we're going to collect some of these, and we're going to have green beans for dinner tonight. And then also somehow survived. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 melons that somehow popped up. 6 if you count that little one right there, which I don't think is going to make it, but it's trying. So we did get some melon production coming back. Again, we got the peppers, and as you can't tell, the hay barrels have completely, almost utterly unrecognizable. But that's perfectly fine, because what we're going to do is move this over and probably put it in another bed, like this one, so it can help with the, as it continues decomposing and be putting nutrients back into the ground. My poor little eggplant is still holding in there. Got some more peppers back there, and then our okra. The okra is basically done for the season. I'm just letting some of these right here mature a little bit more so I can get some seeds out of them. But other than that, they are done. And plus, they also make really good doggy treats. So the bigger they are, the more the dogs like them. They like them when they're soft too, but they're not getting those. This one right here is bed, and this one right here are about to get worked on soon, because we're getting ready to use them for the garlic. So we got garlic here, and we're going to be putting garlic here. Either garlic or garlic and onions. We haven't decided where the onions are going to go yet, but we're getting there. This right here is going to be cleaned out, unfortunately, because we do have work for a living. This section of the garden has decided to go downhill, literally, because it is on a sloping hill. But we're going to, I can't even tell there's a bed in here, clean this out. This is most likely where a couple of the cabbages are going to go. The 2 middle ones are most likely going to be carrots again, because we're going to clean that out. And then those 2 right there that's already been cleaned are either going to be garlic and onions, or a short-term root like radishes and garlic. Again, here is one of my poor little eggplants. Not so little, but I've got a surprise. I'm still getting eggplants, but this is this baby right there that I'm proud of. I'm letting him go just a little bit longer because I want to get seeds from him. So I got one good eggplant that I'm going to try to get seeds, and if you can't tell, I got a couple of flowers, so I can get a little bit more eggplants off of them. And of course, peppers right there, pepper right there, hibiscus right here. Don't know how I got there. Actually, I think I do know how I got there. I think it was an experiment we were doing. It worked. Pepper. So, that is the garden, and that is what we're in the process of doing right now, is preparing for the next season. Oh shoot. Ah, shoot. Okay, let me show you what oh shoot means. That. I gotta dig that up. I got a leak in my septic. So I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. And now I know where the leak is, so I definitely gotta fix that. I wonder what happened, but I can probably cap that off easily. Hey, I got a new project. Yay! It never stops here. It never stops. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off and put that on my to-do list. My name is Tasha with the Little Blue Homestead, and subscribe or like. I know it's a boring garden tour, but hey, at least I got to see a beautiful country sky. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to get ready for work. Bye.